You know what? The critics were right. This is how you do a remake. By plunging it into the fiery depths of hell.
Yeah, for the record, this movie wasn't good.
No. Fuck no.
This, God.
What do we... Well, I mean, where do we even begin? Well...
I'll tell you where we'll begin.
Yeah.
We'll begin with a lack of Toothless in the DreamWorks logo.
Yeah.
That was slightly annoying, and that's the least of this movie's issues.
Oh, there's some shit.
Was it better than Lilo and Stitch? Yes. What is it a good remake?
No.
Fuck no.
No.
Fuck no.
You know,
this is not how you do it.
it's shit.
So where should we start?
Well, where should we start in something like this?
Let's try a hiccup, right?
Yeah.
I don't like this hiccup.
No.
I don't like this hiccup one bit. He fucking every actor feels like that except for Astrid, which we'll get to.
Yes.
I should probably let you know, Dex, you're going to be chief one day.
Just shut up.
But anyways, so Hiccup is just like he feels the need to like over exaggerate his tone of voice every time he says a line. It's like, oh, now we gotta make him even more quirky. We gotta make him even more wild so that we can actually believe that this is a real person. When Hiccup was meant to be, yeah, he was different from the rest, but he was very calm and mundane. He still had his moments where he, freaks out and stuff like that, but that's when, shit hits the fan of, like, discovering his truth and all that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. And him trying to talk to his dad because he's scared of his dad. But you have so many lines where I'm trying to think of one from the opening.
On the original?
Yeah, from the original. Let's see. God, why is my mind... my memory just wiped out a lot of the lines from the opening. Oh yeah, that's one thing. They got rid of the purpose for his line, well, his name, because yeah, in the movie they say that he has that name, Hiccup, because they think like an ugly name will scare off creatures. But they didn't have that line. Why? So that we could have the super funny joke where Snot Loud is like, why is your name Hiccup? Why is your name Snot Loud? It's like...
You want to go, bro? Yeah, you want to go, bro?
You want to go? Yeah. Let's fucking
go. My father's a chief.
You're going to be chief one day.
Oh, God. And somehow he felt more exaggerated than what he was in the original. Like, it's
well,
like...
he says every line like he feels the need to yell it off.
Like a dramatic moment. Like, every line he reads is supposed to be so dramatic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, don't forget about the fact that instead of making it a part of the narration where Hiccup goes like, yeah, that's the Night Fury. It never takes food. It never misses, all that sort of thing. They just have Hiccup say it out loud. I don't know why they had him say it out loud. I don't know what the purpose of that was. It just makes it look like, why would fucking Hiccup say it in that moment?
So the little kids who watch it can hear better.
It's just like, you're talking like Fish Legs. Fish Legs would say something like that out loud, but you're not Fish Legs. In fact, we have the scene where Hiccup complains about Fish Legs saying that stuff out loud, where it's like, oh yeah, what is it called? The Zippleback? Yeah, the Zippleback. Yeah. The Zippleback will, do this to and this and to you. And Hiccup says, could you please stop that?
Yeah.
And
razor sharp edges in the back, and I swear to God, would you please stop that?
Oh yeah, the jokes are worse.
There wasn't even that many jokes in this one. Most of them were cut out for like...
Yeah, most of them were cut out. Like most of the really good ones were cut out or replaced with really shit jokes.
With modern jokes.
Like when is it Rough Nut who's the guy, or is it Tough Nut?
Tough Nut. Are you talking about the boy? The twin boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tough Nut.
Yeah, Tough Nut.
He's not a Tough Nut.
When Tough Nut and Snotlout throw the water at Astrid and Rough Nut, and the line in the original was,
"Hey, it's us, idiots." Well, your butt's getting bigger. We thought you were a dragon. Not that there's anything wrong with
a dragoness figure, and then he gets the bucket thrown at him.
Fucking Astrid, that's nice.
Yeah, that was a funny joke. By the way, why did we have an arc with Snotlout about his fucking father and trying to make him proud? The movie treats it at the end like it's some big thing. It's like, look, his dad respects him again. It was like,
that's my father! Shut up, boy.
It's just like, wow, we've totally earned this. You had 2 scenes. 2 fucking scenes, and they weren't even long scenes. They were just him going like, hey, Dad, and then he ignores him. That's it.
Well, 2.5, but even then, it's still...
2.5.
We'll never get some face shots here and there.
Oh, yeah.
But even then, it still don't fucking count. It's like, why?
Yeah, it's such a weak fucking addition to the movie, and you didn't need it at all. All you needed for Snotlout was Snotlout to act like a prick the whole time and go like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then he always fails. And then, when he's fucking hitting the eye of the Red Death, that's the moment where, his arc goes to something where he's actually doing something worthwhile. You didn't need to add the fucking dad. It was pointless. It was utterly fucking pointless.
It felt weird in the remake than like it did in the actual show. At
So
least they had moments in the show compared to like...
What we needed was a Snotlout's dad to go to him, touch his shoulder, and just say, "Hey,
my boy,
you're gonna be chief one day."
Yeah, I know all the characters.
Oh, and yeah, the delivery of certain lines are also over exaggerated. But when you have Gobber say like, "Stay there, stay right there," and instead of the original where
stay
put there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he yells at him like he's a fucking dog. No, stay, put right there. Stay, boy.
We're supposed to get the sense that we got from the original that Hiccup is trouble for the Viking village of Berk, and we're supposed to get the sense that he's done this enough to where Gobber is more so like, just stay there, all right.
He felt more like a father. Well, I mean, he was more of a father. Uncle.
Yeah, he was more like an uncle.
He felt more like a fatherly figure in the original compared to the remake. Like, the remake didn't even do shit with, like, their bonding. It was just more for, joking. But even then...
They just had him spout out certain lines, like, yeah, there you go. And then you have the scene where Stoic... Yeah, where Stoic is supposed to say, "Stop! Just stop." And then it's changed with, "Stop! Just stop!" It's like, wow, okay.
Wow, Father of the Year.
What the fuck did they do to Stoic in this film? It's like, yeah, they get a lot of his scenes down, but...
We got Gerard Butler back! Yay! What are you gonna do with him? Nothing!
It's like they just had him do the same shit, but some
sound older.
Some parts are worse. Like the scene where he's trying to convince everybody to go with him. He has to go like, "Hey, you did this thing. You lost a leg for it, but it's like, that's not Stoic. No. Stoic is very dead serious, and the only things he can't get right is trying to be a real supportive father for his son, because his son screws up so many times that he's a bit awkward with him when he's trying to do something for his son to make him better seen in the village. Those are the parts you have for Stoic, but they forgot about those scenes. And
they made it more jokey. It's like in the scene when they're all discussing to find the dragon sets. It's like, all right, like, who's coming with me? And everyone's all like, all right, anybody who's staying there, we'll look after my son Hiccup. I'm gonna come. That's what I thought. Now come on. But but like when you say in the remake, you're just like, you know what? We lost many things. You lost a leg. You came back. Shut up. You lost something. You came back. Shut up.
Your son died horribly.
You become chief.
You become tongue chief. Did you lose all your limbs? Yeah, you're gonna be chief one day.
God, it's like every character was fucking
Done worse.
Yeah. It's...
And then there was also the line where, you know, Gobber says in the original that Hiccup says that keeping all this bubbled up, there will be consequences. I'll take my chances.
Yeah, I know. It's just
But in the new one, it's like there'll be consequences. I'll take my chances. It's like, why are we doing this? Because it's more dramatic that way.
I'll take my chances. Shut up.
It's more dramatic if you have them fucking spout their lines like that.
If you act more dramatic, you become a good actor.
You are very giggly today.
I am. Sorry.
But yeah, then you also have let's see what else. Oh yeah, the Toothless. They have removed so much life from Toothless, and you could say, "What? No, his pupil changes sometimes."
No,
and,
it doesn't.
He's still well, it does change sometimes.
Well, yeah, but like
and then he does the cute stuff. So there you go, still Toothless. So it's like no, because it was by the way, trailer lied to us. Because
yeah.
it had that scene where Hiccup is saying, I'm a Viking, and then in the movie, it's literally not there. I'm not even joking, people. It's not there.
Trailer fodder.
Yeah, it's only there for the trailer. It's not in the movie. I don't know why. I don't know why they got rid of Hiccup, like prepping himself up and going, yeah, I'm gonna take your heart. I'm gonna give it to my father. I'm a Viking. And then you have that moment where he's starting to realize that he can't do it, which, you know, is very realistic because this is him trying to prep himself up, only to realize that he's not fit to do this sort of thing. And Toothless eyes, for the most part, just stay the same with its pupil. Oh, and that's another thing that pissed me off. When Toothless jumps on Hiccup. That song that plays, which was really great in the original movie, where, you know, he's on Hiccup and then the music swells up more and more until you know you get that full track and you're just sitting there going like, oh shit, is Hiccup gonna be okay? But then they just play that for about like 3 seconds. I want to say 4 seconds, and then they just immediately go like, all right, now Toothless roars at him, and then he leaves. It's like, oh, okay. And they play that track 2 more times in the movie where it doesn't need to be. Like, fucking Astrid finds Toothless, song plays, I don't know why it's playing, it fit more in the first scene, where Hiccup was staring down at this fucking beast, and was worried that he was going to die. And then they played that track a third time. Yeah, it is a third time. Because you have the first scene, second scene, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's when Stoic tries to save Toothless from drowning in the water. Why is that in there? I don't know why that's in there. And, yeah, They didn't fix the line. It was like the only line that I expected them to fix in the movie, where, you know, Stoic hands Hiccup the Viking helmet made from his mother's breastplate, and, you know, the line in the original is the exact same in the remake, where it's, your mother would have wanted you to have this. It's half of her breastplate. So big mistake, because that's the only line you should change if you want to keep in line with the second movie. Because in the second movie, we learned that Hiccup's mother was actually, you know, pro-dragons and didn't want them to constantly be fighting the Vikings. And half of her breastplate, when her breasts aren't even that big...
it was clearly obvious that they were trying to do, like, more of the original style, like the book version of the mother compared to, well, what they were doing.
Wait, she was in the book?
Yeah. You forget that these films are based off the books.
No, I know that, but...
Well, yeah, she had a more, well, I won't say fat figure. She just had a more, I guess you could say, muscular Viking figure.
Why is there an Asian Viking?
No, let's not start that.
I don't want to start, but why is there an Asian Viking?
I mean, pro-diversity, but, yeah, just why?
Look, I don't really want to complain about this too much, but why? Yeah, they had the Black Vikings, and I was like, oh, yeah, of course they had to, whatever. And then they had the Asian Viking, I was like, why is there, what? What culture of Vikings is this? But, yeah. So, then there's also, damn it, I forgot to bring my journal today because I was supposed to bring it so I could take down notes.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Can I actually just point one thing out real quick?
Go ahead.
Just something to get out of the way. God, the fucking dragon designs. I just wanted to get that out of the way because it's why, in a way, you try to make the other dragons have a more realistic look with more, well, lizard figures, but, you still kept Toothless the fucking same. His character didn't even reflect that in the remake, so it's what's the point of making him look like his original counterpart if you're not gonna do, the same thing? Even then, they aren't even that convincing because, they were more memorable in the original. They had a unique design to them. They knew what to do. That's why we love them to this day. In the original, because they had a unique design to them. It's I get, you're trying to do a more realistic thing, but it's not gonna work because animation, you can get away with more since it's more exaggerated. And,
But no, it's the realistic times, you know?
Yeah, shut up. It's it's so
alright,
upsetting, but
until I remember more of this film because my memory is already fucking fading. I'm just gonna say it right now.
This movie shit.
Astrid sucked. And to let people know, no, even though we complained about the Asian Viking and stuff like that. It's not because she's black, alright? It's not because she's black. I was open to see what she would do as Astrid. But that fucking scene! That scene! Okay, so you have the original, right? Astrid is with the others, right? And, they're just talking, all that sort of thing. And Gobber brings out the Dragon Manual. I was like, here, the Dragon Manual.
Everything we know about the dragons.
Yeah, and every one of them leaves. Hiccup is like, hey, we could read it together, Astrid. And Astrid's read it and then leaves. That's how the original ends.
Oh.
But then, in the fucking remake, the Dragon Manual's in this chest that you have to unlock when you open up a fucking gate or door. It's more of a door, yeah.
Well, yeah. But it was the fucking size of the book. It's it was more journal-like in the original, when Gobber just throws it on the table because it's no.
Yeah.
But it looks more like an encyclopedia in the remake.
They treat it like it's the fucking Viking Bible. And you still have the line where Fish Legs goes, oh yeah, I've read it 100 times. How many times did you open up that chest? that chest looks like only certain people can read that Dragon Manual. So why the fuck is it locked in this chest?
He probably learns how to pickpocket or something.
Who knows? Maybe he was going to become chief one day.
Oh.
And then we have the similar lines, and then Hiccup says, "Hey Astrid, we could read it together," and then Astrid goes, "Read it," and then some ghoul, some fucking hideous, ugly ghoul went on the script and was like, "Let's continue it."
Do it.
Do it, you coward. And fucking Hiccup goes, maybe dragons aren't so bad. Hiccup was smarter than that in the original. He didn't want to fucking talk about it that much. The only thing he talked about was the Night Fury to Gobber, because he read the Dragon Manual. Gobber knows that one of them might have read the Dragon Manual. And so, fucking Hiccup was talking about what he read in the Dragon Manual. I was like, hey, has anybody heard about these Night Furies? So Hiccup wouldn't fucking openly go to Astrid and say,
dragons are not that bad.
Dragons aren't that bad, you know? And then fucking Astrid goes on this whole speech of just like, you're only protected because of your father. I grew up from nothing. And it's like, why do we need this? And then she fucking goes, what? All I've been eyeing is your house. I'm gonna be chief one day.
It's like, why?
Which went nowhere. It literally went nowhere. There was no conclusion to that fucking speech. It literally went nowhere.
Which reminds me, I did do owe you $5 because I was completely proven wrong.
Like, why?
Ugh.
The fucking beginning line when Astrid is first revealed, Hiccup just goes in the original, yeah, that's rough, not tough, not fish legs, not loud, and Astrid, and then it shows her, and the explosion is like right behind her, all that sort of thing. It's like it gives you enough information to go like, all right, that's Astrid. I know she's really important to Hiccup, and she seems like a really cool person. Well, in terms of her Vikingness.
Yeah.
And then in the fucking remake, it's just like the incredible star of Burke. And like,
it's just like the star of the Vikings, the toughest of them all, the ludicrous of them. Astrid! Oh yeah, and then there's the others too, but Astrid! Like, literally!
It's Nani all over again from Lilo and Stitch. I'm just like, Nani's so smart. You don't need this. You don't fucking need it. You don't need any of it. Why do you have this? She's supposed to be a character that we have enough information on to go like, all right, these are her traits. This is what she is. You don't fucking need the extra shit to tell me more about how great this person is. I already know how good they are. Fuck. And then we need this extra shit of just like, yes, Stoic really respects Astrid. The whole town of Burke respects Astrid. All we need to know is that Burke likes her, but she obviously needs to go through the dragon training and all that sort of thing to really become a real Viking.
No. Remember, it's not called dragon training. It's the
trial of fire.
For some dumb reason.
Yeah.
Welcome to the trial of fire. Wait, you mean the dragon training? I know what I said.
You're gonna be chief someday. And, let's see what my head wraps around.
Do we really have anything to say?
Remember when Hiccup in the original grabbed Astrid with Toothless and put her on a tree?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, Hiccup just brings, I'm not even joking. Instead of bringing her to a tree, which would be much easier and safer.
He just puts her to the side of a fucking cliff.
He puts her on like a fucking pillar of stone that doesn't even have any like sharp edges that she could grab onto. Like no like clear edges that she could grab onto. Just on the side where she happens to fucking latch onto what she needs to.
It's just like...
Hiccup's a dick.
It's like, look, either I can show you the dragons are nice, or I'm just gonna let you fall to your death. I'm gonna be chief one day. Okay, that's it.
Like in the
original.
In the original, yeah. You have the line, they've killed hundreds of us, and we've killed thousands of them.
Is that your president?
My bad.
I know.
And we've killed thousands of them. It's like, that's how it's said, but because they have to exaggerate everything, they killed hundreds of us, and we've killed thousands of them. It's like shut up!
It's like every line that's like memorable from the original, they had to make it so dramatic. Like, it wasn't really dramatic enough as it is in the original, but it's just exaggerated. We got hundreds of them. We got thousands of them.
Yeah, that's basically what I said, but you did it. You did it worse.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
I know.
So what were the improvements? I only counted. Well, there's actually 3.
3?
Only 3.
Oh, I was saying I only counted 2.
They got rid of that scene where Hiccup and Toothless sneak into his home so that he could get the cord off of him. Remember?
Oh
yeah. And then Astrid sees him, and then Hiccup is dragged upward and into the place. Astrid looks and he's not there. It's just like, okay, obviously he's hiding something really big.
Yeah.
And you should probably tell somebody about that, because Hiccup just flew in the air from what you've seen. But they got rid of that. It's like, okay, yeah, that's a small they're all very small improvements. Then the second improvement was actually, I don't even think it's an improvement. Where Stoic is like, wait, why aren't the dragons attacking us when we're going to their nest? And they don't really explain. They're just like, oh yeah, I think Toothless is doing it. I think. It's like they don't really explain it all that much, so I wouldn't really see that as a huge improvement. Mm-hmm. And the best improvement is showing Hiccup convincing the others to help him save Stoic and the others. And, there's actually implied time that Hiccup is training them to ride the dragons. It's like, fine. That's a genuine improvement to the original, where the group just agrees with him, and they learn how to ride dragons pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. Everything else, though, sucks. Everything else, though, just fucking sucks. Oh, yeah, remember in the original where he uses grass to it attracts the dragons like catnip sort of thing? But they changed it with
the dandelions.
They changed it to dandelions for some reason.
I figured
because they sneeze a lot. So there you go. It's gonna sneeze.
Yeah. And
if that's the case, why didn't you just plug a bunch of dandelions in the Red Death's nose?
Tell you, you could just have like freaking all your friends like carrying a huge bag of the dandelions and just.
It like sneezes so hard that it just breaks its neck. Then there's also let's see.
The chief is. I'll just say that the elder is just very weird in it.
Yeah, they made the elder sort of like a witch-like person for some reason.
Let's see. That's 1 point.
Oh, yeah, they got rid of the scene where Hiccup sees that dragons aren't so tough on the inside.
Right. After the flying scene where in the original, where Toothless spits out a little fire, he's like, "Oh, come on."
Yeah. But since they got rid of the fact that Toothless spits the fire and flames kind of go on Hiccup a bit, giving him slight burns, but not too big, they got rid of that, so we can't have the scene where Toothless and Hiccup are just chilling and eating fish, and then Hiccup sees that a little dragon is fighting Toothless, and Toothless shoots fire in the little dragon. And since the dragon's little, it's not gonna cause a huge explosion like the Red Death thing.
No.
And that's what teaches Hiccup the idea that they're not so tough on the inside. But they got rid of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And oh yeah, in that Astrid scene with Hiccup and her, she says, stay out of my way. And then they still have the part in the Natter scene where they're fighting the Natter, and she goes like, Hiccup, stay down. It's like she's telling Hiccup to stay down. It's like, I thought you told him to stay out of your way.
Stay down. I mean, I hate you, but stay
down.
Yeah,
continuity issue. Hiccup is like the only one in that fight scene with the Natter on like the wide shot showing the whole maze.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, like one scene later, well, one cut later, and they show that everybody is in that maze with Hiccup, even though we've only seen Hiccup in the wide shot of the maze. It's like, why didn't you have all the characters just running around?
Because we didn't have enough money in the budget.
We didn't have enough money. But now we'll have more money. Oh yeah, remember that weird part where this is like a running gag in the movie where Rough Nut is like going, don't worry, Astrid, us girls should stick together. And it's not just them, it's also the fucking Snotlout and Tough Nut going, yeah, boys.
Yeah,
I'm not joking, by the way. They do say that. They go, yeah, boys, and they clap and then they high five.
That was just like the most weirdest random thing from that fucking. Ugh.
Who knows? They'll be chief one day. What else? There's so many small lines that they get rid of that add so much personality.
I know. I miss the freaking trolls line.
Oh yeah. They removed that line where in the original,
my son. I go out fishing and my son hunts for trolls.
Trolls exist. They steal your socks, but only the left ones. What's up with that?
Like lines like that is what is memorable about the characters, but no, we have to do a serious thing with the remake, so we gotta get rid of those.
We gotta get rid of those. Of course. We were so afraid that they were going to get rid of Stoic's look.
Right? Yeah.
When Stoic says, "You're not my son," and then Stoic has that look of like, "Oh God, what have I said?" We thought they weren't going to include that. We were so fucking scared, but they still had it. So thank God. Why did they make this movie? Why did they make this movie in the first? Well, I know it's money, obviously, but
in terms of creativity.
But this is by Chris Sanders. It's like, what the fuck happened? You
got only one of the original. You got one of the original directors to help remake it. It's just like, what the fuck do you guys do to your creations?
It's so fucking stupid. It's stupid.
I know. What happened to our boys, or Dean something and Chris Sanders? Yeah, Chris Sanders. Like, you guys made Lilo and Stitch, and you guys made How to Train Your Dragon. You made two good films. But
two great films.
Yeah, two great films. But then
we get our remake of Lilo and Stitch and our remake of How to Train Your Dragon. It's like, oh, we're doing it, guys. We're shoveling up that corpse.
How much you want to bet that they were just paid a lot of money just to remake those? Oh, actually, there's no betting. I'm pretty sure they did.
Can I make an original project?
No.
If you can get us enough money. We're not doing a remake. Yeah, we're doing a remake.
Damn it.
I know there's something else I'm missing.
Would you say the flying scenes are worse in the remake compared to the original?
I didn't give a shit about the flying
scenes. Yeah,
that's
fair.
Mainly because the rest of the movie was shit, so.
Well, most of it was just all edited fast. Like, at least you felt...
Yeah, the pacing felt quick.
I mean, that's what to expect from these remakes.
Yeah. Like, I know people will say... There were a lot of people who were saying, no, this is definitely one of the better live-action remakes.
This is how you do a live-action remake.
Yeah, this is how you do a... No, it's not! No, it's fucking not!
That's what they said about every remake.
Actually find an animated film that needs improving.
Oh yeah, there was also that there was a little kid in like the front seat of the theater who was like crying during the
Look, I'm not gonna fucking hate on a kid for crying at something.
No.
It's like yeah, the kid cries at it. That's fine. But I'm just more upset that the parents are like, yeah, I'll show them the new one, and then they can grow up with that. It's like, why can't they grow up with the film that's not even fucking... It's not even that old. It's not as old as other fucking films back then.
It's not even 10 years old. It's only like 9.5 years old.
No, it's 10 years old, isn't it?
Wait. No,
when did the movie come out?
Oh, it's actually wait. Yeah, 2010. So my mistake. 15.
Yeah.
It's not even like 15 years old yet. Or no, it is. My bad.
It's not 20 years old.
I know. I thought 2005 or 2015. My bad. I wasn't thinking straight.
Yeah, it's not even 20 years old, and already parents are going to like, yeah, I need to show the new generation of this new How to Train Your Dragon movie. Go to a store or a library, find a fucking DVD of How to Train Your Dragon, and have them watch it. It's that simple. It's that fucking simple.
No.
No.
I'm gonna torture my kid. I'm just kidding.
Oh, jeez. It's like, because now the kid is going to grow up and go like, yeah, this was the movie that made me cry. It's like the original would have done the same.
Yeah.
Because the kid was crying at a scene that would have had the same effect, but better in the original. But the parents probably won't even fucking let him see it. Because this is the film for the new generation.
Stupid. It's literally
Very stupid.
It's literally how it's almost like, oh, kids are gonna cry again for the live action Lilo and Stitch film. It's like they'll do the same thing for the fucking original. Because that's way better. And yeah, I know. And I know that, like, kids nowadays are actually going to feel great when we watching the original of, like, Lilo and Stitch. Or, like, even the original films. Because, like, I showed my little niece Lilo and Stitch the other day. She loved it. She wouldn't stop watching it. Her face was all happy and a little sad. But, you know, like, fun sad. I know that sounds weird, but, like...
The right kind of sad.
Yeah. Like,
not the one where you killed their puppy in front of them. And said that they're going to become chief.
This is for the new generation. Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they made Red Death red because it's...
For some reason.
No, because it's called Red Death, so you gotta make it red. Yeah. And...
I can't think of anything else. This film was just shit entirely.
Well, it's already escaping my memory because, next time you gotta remind me to bring my journal so that I could keep notes down.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have anything else to say. Anything else I can remember. If you disagree with me at all, just type it in the comments. I'll respond to you. All that sort of jazz.
I'll respond. I'll look at it, be like, you mother, but I won't say anything because I'm respectful.
It's like you're
I'm just gonna go punch a pillow.
Here's why your point here is wrong, and I just respond with "kill yourself." I wouldn't actually do that.
No. But yeah.
Yep, that was How to Train Your Dragon.
The remake. It was shit.
Don't watch it. Just watch the original.
I was gonna say, just go on a streaming service or go find an old DVD and just rewatch the original or Blu-ray, depending on which.
Just watch the original trilogy. It's still living, it's still alive. Well, it ended on the third movie, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
it'll still
live on.
It still stands the test of time. I just recommend you watch the first movie. You don't even need to watch the sequels.
Yeah.
And I don't know, closing thoughts?
One day you'll be chief.
Yeah, one day you'll be chief.
Yeah. And I give this
you know what was missing? You know, a scene of like Leia and Han talking to each other in Star Wars, and Leia going, I'm gonna be a Jedi one day."
Actually, no, in Star Wars nowadays, I would be surprised.
She just goes to Lucas.
It was like
she goes to Lucas like, "Hey Leia, how you doing? I'm gonna be Darth Vader one day."
What?